afternoon. It's Bob Peterson. It's January 9th, 2023, and I'm speaking to all Hawthorne Group Melton Truck Lines employees. You probably know that we had a terrific 2022. Freight was very strong. Lots of things went on within the company that were very, very positive. Our logistics operation had a sensational year. Good benefit costs. Operations and sales worked hard. I mean, really every single department deserves a lot of credit for making that such a successful year. Recruiting their efforts allowed us to grow the fleet and capture back some of the drivers we lost during COVID. Our 23, and let me mention, freight is slowing a bit. It started slowing probably 90 days ago, and we never like to see that, drivers, but please understand, we know how you get paid. We get paid the same way, and so we are working hard to keep you busy. We've had to run higher empty miles than we like in December, and probably also in January, finding the freight we can grab, but know we're working there for you. Our 23 plans, we'd hoped to buy 500 trucks. We were only able to get commitments for 420, and that's a combination of Freightliner and Kenworth. We are buying, and we're trading 400 trucks this year, and so we've got much slower growth in the fleet. We're buying 500 trailers split between Great Dane and Utility, trading 150. So our tractors got a little bit older than we like due to the fact that we couldn't get enough new trucks last year, but we hope we're going to be able to catch up by the end of 23. Laredo Terminal, I wish I could tell you exactly what we're going to do there. We bought the big, it looks like a shopping center immediately to the west of our property. We call it 8510 because that's the address. And we know that we need more washers and dryers down there. We want to get the exercise room back up. And we know that on the key days down there, it gets just too darn busy. So that is smack on our radar. It won't be inexpensive, but we are committed to developing concrete plans, no pun intended, and start on something in 2023 down there. Let me talk about MPG. Now, I did a video here, now it's been several months, and there was some squawking, even from some of my ambassador friends, with phrases like, "Oh, I ain't going to be sweating in my truck for him," or "I'm not going to be freezing my cookies off." And of course, that's ridiculous. I don't expect you to ever do that. We need you to be comfortable because that's when you're the safest. But what do we say to drivers? I've got a list here. This is the naughty and this is the nice list. And Joe Zuniga is over 8 miles per gallon. Keith Smock, 8. Juan Chavez Delgado, 7.94. Jeffrey Granat, 7.83. Michael Gascon, 7.58. Troy Marquis, Ted Senzig, Guy Priest, Alex Madrid, Wynn Norsworthy, all well into the upper 7s. And they're all running strong miles. And then I have some people 5.4, 5.5, 5.9. Well, the difference between those trucks, and not averaging 8, but just averaging 5 versus 7.5, the truck getting 5 miles to the gallon costs us $20,000 a year more to operate. $20,000 per truck. So you've seen some, and the difference in the way they operate their equipment mostly has to do with how fast they drive and their idle percent. And we've got drivers that idle the truck 60% of the time, and Stephanie Ryan and Jay Carpenter are working with and through the driver managers to help those that are not getting good fuel economy to do better, because the truck pollutes less and it saves us a significant amount of money. So we really need you to pay attention. Some of you are, been with us a long time, and really you should be embarrassed by some of your numbers. So that will continue to be a focus throughout 2023. We are having our ambassador breakfast. It's coming up in February, and that's one of my favorite times of the year. We're passing out $1.5 million to our ambassadors and Blue Knights that have done fantastic work, and I'm so proud. I darn near get choked up when I look out over the crowd and see all these men and women that have worked so hard and done so many fantastic things for us, of which our very own Sly and Alton Jackson are each getting $10,000 for their 30 years of safe driving. So that's another way of, cashing in around here. We try to recognize performance and reward those that help us be successful, and I'm just real proud of what we've done there and proud of our driving folks. Anticipate some new forms and policies from HR. The good states and the federal government find the beginning of the year a good time to change forms on employee issues, employer issues, and so we're smack in the middle of that, trying to understand new proposals and some new laws. But you can anticipate hearing from HR, probably through Lisa, about some new policies and procedures that we either have to follow or choose to follow, and that'll come out in the next several months. So again, thank you for a fantastic 2022, and our plans, we just completed our budget for 2023, and it could be a terrific year again, which would mean bonuses for all the people that participate in our bonus programs, which is most of you. I would be so proud if we can have a 23 comparable to 22. So thank you again for what you do for Melton Truck Lines. Be safe. Happy New Year.